So guys, today I am taking you to Spain. Good news to all immigrants in Spain. So if you know anyone in Spain, please try to share this video for the person. Now, the Prime Minister of Spain, who is Pedro Sanchez, is saying they want to regularize or legalize immigrants who don't have documents in the countryside. As we all know, that one of the problematic issues for immigrants across Europe is documents. We have some people, they have been in the countryside for a very long time without documents. So right now, the Prime Minister of Spain is saying they have given the green light to regularize immigrants in the countryside without documents. And I was very happy when I heard the news, because Spain didn't say because this immigrants has arrived Spain illegally, they want to go out and bring immigrants to come to the countryside and work like the way the Italian government is doing. They have introduced Decreto Flussi for 3 good years. Meanwhile, we have immigrants in the countryside without documents. But the Prime Minister of Spain is saying, since these immigrants are already in the countryside, why don't they regularize them? Because the Spain labor rate is low, as well as the birth rate of Spain is also low. So immigrants are the future of the country. So why don't they regularize them, give them training, so that they will also start working and be paying taxes for them to develop the country. Now, Spain to grant residency and work permits to around 300,000 undocumented migrants per year. Spain says it will grant residency and work permits to around 300,000 undocumented migrants each year for the next 3 years. So Italian government is saying they are doing Decreto Flussi for 3 years, going out to bring immigrants to come to the countryside and work. Meanwhile, we have immigrants in the countryside without documents. But on the other hand, Spain is also saying that immigrants who are already in the countryside, they are regularizing them for good 3 years. El Mashar, Spain's Minister of Inclusion, Social Security and Migration, announced the new policy during an interview with Spain national broadcaster on Wednesday. The regulation opened doors where previous closed by means of 3 keys: formation, employment, and family. 3 keys that leads to inclusion, but with high standard in terms of legal requirements and in terms of human rights, she explained. The policy is set to come into force in May 2025. So by God willing, in May 2025, everything will set off. So if you are in Spain, just put your ears down, ask information about this regularization so that you will not be left out. Now, the policy is set to come into force in May 2025 and remain in place until 2027. So 2025, 2026, 2027, Spain is willing to regularize immigrants who don't have documents in the countryside. And we also know that Spain documents is one of the strongest documents in Europe. So it's very, very important. It is part of Spain's attempts to expand its labor force with the face of an aging population. And since there is low birth rate in Spain and the aged people are also more, because if they are not giving birth, people continue to be old and we don't have young people in the countryside. Now, Spain needs around 250,000 registered foreign workers a year to maintain its welfare state, Charles said, explaining that the legalization policy is not aimed solely at cultural wealth and respect for human rights. It is also prosperity. Today, we can say Spain is a better country, she added. The reform shortens and simplifies legal and administrative procedures for work and residence permits, allowing migrants to register either as self-employed or salary workers, and provided them with additional labor rights guaranteed. So it is going to be amazing in the next coming years in Spain. Let's watch the video. When we are back, we'll give you the rest of the updates. So stay tuned.
Spain has announced a reform to its migration policy, which will grant residency and work permits to about 300,000 undocumented migrants each year for the next 3 years. The reform will simplify work and residence permit procedures, allowing migrants to register as self-employed or salaried workers and granting them additional labour rights.
El reglamento abre puertas que antes estaban cerradas mediante 3 llaves: formación, empleo y familia. 3 llaves que nos llevan a la inclusión, pero siendo muy exigentes con los requisitos jurídicos y exquisitos con los derechos humanos.
The policy will come into effect from May 2025 and is part of the country's efforts to expand its labour force in the face of an ageing population. Spain needs around 250,000 registered foreign workers a year to maintain its welfare state, and it's one of the European countries that receives the most irregular migrants annually. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has often described his government's migration policies as a strategy to combat the country's low birth rate.
I hope you have seen the video. So that is good news for all immigrants across Spain who don't have documents. Let's hope for the better. Next year, May is just around the corner. So let's pray for the better. And if you are in Europe and documents or work is your prayer point, by the end of this year, you are also going to hear good news, because a lot of people ended up on the streets because of documents frustration. The kind of messages I get day in and day out, in fact, it will shock you. A lot of people has been here for a very long time, but it is very difficult for them to get documents. And I hope one day, when the time is due, you will also get your own. And this is that I have for you today. The name still remains Official Cracker TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and be part of the family. And guys, tap send still remains the #1 mobile app you can use to wire Naira direct to Nigeria without any corner. With tap send, you don't pay any sending fee or any commission, and the rates are very higher. You can download tap send on Google Play or App Store. Register in your first transfer. Just add my promo code Official Nigeria in capital letters. Like this, they are still dashing you additional €5 bonus, £10, $10. Depending on where you are. If you're in the UK, America, Canada, wherever you are in Europe, you can also use tap send to wire money to loved ones in Africa. Until we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.